I don't like prop firms or anything like that. I trade my own capital, real funds. No, no. Yeah, it's me setting out the text. All right, guys. You guys ready to get started? Wow, you've been watching me since I have 3,000 subscribers. That's amazing. That's amazing. So, honestly, I don't know how long it's gonna be. Today will probably be not as long as tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be extremely long. Tomorrow is like very, very, very important. So, let me just give you guys a quick recap of how this is gonna go. Today is day one. In day one of the 3-day live event, I'm going to be going over basically everything I'll be going over in this 3-day event. Then I'll be going over the psychology you need to have to be a profitable trader, the discipline you need to have to be a profitable trader, mistakes you need to avoid, how you need to be patient, risk to reward, and the mindset you need. So today's more psychological stuff. Then tomorrow I'll be going over the nitty gritty stuff, the stocks to trade, the entries, the exits. How do I know when to buy? How do I know when to sell? How do I find levels? Everything. So tomorrow is going to be very, very, very important. Then day three, Thursday, every single thing that I taught you guys over the last 3 days, I'll be trading it live. Live. Nope, no tools. Okay, let's get started. First of all, guys, if you don't know me, I'm PB. I've been trading for 6 years. I've helped hundreds of students become profitable, and that's been my passion. And the reason that I started New Age and started doing posting on social media, spending all this time on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter is genuinely because when I started trading, it was really hard, and it took me 2.5 years. And then I found a mentor. But my mentor, he ended up stealing everything from me. He made me trust him for like a year. Then he stole everything from me. Everything. So then I made it my goal that I was going to become a profitable trader. Then I was going to help as many traders as I possibly could. Because you guys have to already realize, like, I've already made so much money trading where it's like, I'm set. I mean, here's proof. Bank statements for 6 figures every single month. $204,000, $127,000, $168,000, $116,000. This is just from one trading account. This is one account. No trader will show you this. They'll show you numbers on a screen, but they won't show you actual deposits into a bank account. I'm telling you guys, and all of this at 18 years old, it's possible. So, welcome to the 3-day live event. My goal is to genuinely give you guys everything that I know about trading. It took me 6 years to know all of this, and I will be going over everything step by step, detail by detail of what it took to become a profitable trader, how you can become a profitable trader. And the truth is, most traders, they overcomplicate trading. They've completely overcomplicated it. So I'll be going over how you could simplify it. And I think that's why I blew up. That's because, look, if I could do it at 18 years old, then you could do it at any age. And yes, it is 100% free. 100% free. Here's how it's going to go, guys. So today, I'm going to be going over the foundation of a profitable trader. I'm going to be going over the mindset, the discipline, market structure, risk management, the rules you need to know, and everything will be covered today. In day two, I'll talk about high probability setups, basically when to enter, how to exit, and everything in between. I'll be going over stock selection, market timing, win rate, optimization, and all the examples as well. Then on day three, I'm going to be live trading with you guys to implement all of my knowledge. We'll also have a live personalized Q&A session at the end of the day. So, live market analysis and execution, personalized Q&A section, the path to profitability, and everything is going to be covered in day 3. So why am I so confident that you're going to see results after this 3-day event? Because, I mean, look at this. I helped Clay at 20 years old turn $10,000 to $2 million. I helped a girl turn $2,000 into $101,000 in 3 months and pay off her mortgage and countless more. I'm not trying to show you guys this to promote myself, but I'm trying to show you guys this to show you guys that I've really done this and I'm blessed. I have a passion. I have a gift. I'm able to genuinely help people have financial freedom and teach them trading in a simple way. So let's get running. Day 1, the foundation. I'm going to hand you the one single approach that changed everything for me. The psychology trick that once I implemented it, it genuinely made me a different person, a different trader. My mission is to help you to trade with complete confidence because a lot of traders, they go into the market every single day and they have zero confidence in themselves because you're stuck. You're taking one step forward and 2 steps backwards. You're in a never-ending cycle of second guessing yourself. And what this is going to eventually lead is to you giving up, which is why 99% of traders give up. You'll know exactly how to read the market. You'll know how to read the price action, how to read the market. When you look at a chart, every single thing will be changed. Everything that you thought before is going to be different. Even if this is your first time looking at a chart, it doesn't matter. I'm going to save you literal years. So, how you might ask is because I'm going to literally break down exactly what you need to know. Everything. I'm going to go over the right time to execute, the exact way to do it, and how you just have to focus on one step at a time. One of the worst things about today is that every trader, they try and overcomplicate trading. They try and show you these fancy indicators, these fancy styles, these fancy strategies, but you need to run away from that because that's just keeping you farther and farther and farther away from success. One thing about me is I'm blatantly honest. I'm going to tell you guys the truth in that profitable trading isn't supposed to be fun. All these traders try and make trading look fun, try and make trading look fancy. But in reality, profitable trading is boring. Profitable trading is consistent. And profitable trading takes discipline. You're not going to flip a coin and hope to be a profitable trader. No, because then you won't deserve it. So, guys, I'm literally just going to help you tap into what's already inside of you. Because the truth is that anybody can become a profitable trader. It's simply just executing what you know needs to be done. So what I can do is I can help you know what you need to do, and then I can help you execute it as well. Now, if there's one thing that I'm absolutely certain that we can accomplish today, is that we're going to unlock the traders that you're capable of being. But here's the thing. I'm showing up with literally everything I've got today, guys. I'm going to give you guys everything. Because I believe you're actually going to apply what you learn here. All I need from you is to show up fully. Give 100%. Give it your all because I'm giving you guys my all. As you move through this, I want you to picture yourself executing these trades. I want you guys to picture yourselves in my shoes, in my seat. Are we locked in? Don't just sit there. Don't just think about it. Type yes in the chat right now if you're ready. Let's do this. Now, guys, let me be extremely clear. Extremely clear. Is that trading is not some overnight wealth scheme. It's not something where you can just get rich quick. No. Trading is a slow game. If you try and get rich quick, if you try and chase the money, you're going to lose. And somebody taught me this and I stuck to it. It's that when you chase money, money will run away from you. But when you chase skills, money will chase you. So what you need to do is you need to put yourself in a position where money's chasing you, where money's getting attracted to you. And the way you do that is by giving it your all and becoming the best possible trader that you can become. Everyone's journey looks different. Everybody's. I know traders that took 2.5 years, like myself, traders that took 1 week in my premium, traders that took 3 months in my mentorship, or traders that took 7 years. How about this? I know a trader, he was trading for 7 years. He was about to quit. Then, after 6 years of being unprofitable, his seventh year, he made over $1 million. Because everyone processes information differently. Everyone's at a different point in their life. Most people who try to learn trading eventually quit, and that's just the reality. That's exactly why I've documented every step of my 6 year journey. If you don't know, I've personally blew up because I documented my whole journey from unprofitable to profitable to making millions to losing millions to gaining it all back, becoming consistent and showing the truth. You can literally go on my Twitter profile and you can see a post. The post says, I will be a millionaire before I turn 18 years old. I made that post when I was 14 years old. Fast forward to now, obviously I achieved those dreams. My purpose has always been simple. Help you reach whatever trading goal you've set for yourself. I genuinely have a passion. I genuinely just want to help you guys. And one thing about me, guys, is a lot of your favorite traders, they're making money off you losing. All those prop firm codes, all those my favorite brokers with the offshore brokers, they're making money off you losing. I personally could make millions of dollars every single month if I did that, but I don't. I've made it my mission to help as many traders as I possibly could the right way. Why would I want to make money off you guys losing? I want to make money helping you guys. So I have 3 promises before getting started. But at the end of 3 days, you'll have promise number one, total confidence in your trading. I want you guys to go into the market every single day and know exactly what you need to do. When you enter a trade, have confidence in yourself and have conviction in your trading. And the problem is that a lot of you guys are starting off right now with no confidence in your trading because you're unprofitable. You think that everything you do is wrong. You think that you're blowing money, but the truth is that's false. Because every single thing, every single loss that you've taken in the past, that's not a loss, that's a market tuition. In college, what happens? You pay to learn a skill, you learn that skill, and then you get a job and make money from it. In trading, you lose money, you learn from your mistakes, you apply your mistakes into your future of your trading, and you potentially have freedom for the rest of your life. Promise number two is that I'm going to give you guys a proven system that you can trust for years. A system that works. A system where I've personally traded it every single day for the last 3.5 years. Promise number three, the same exact blueprint that I've used to generate consistent profits and the same exact blueprint that my students have used to become profitable traders. I'm not special, guys. I'm literally just some kid from Michigan. I'm a random kid. One thing about me is like I see a lot of people that look at me and they're like, yeah, PB is so lucky. PB is just this special genius, lucky kid. But no, I'm just like you guys. I was never super smart in school. I was never like some crazy genius. No, I was literally just like you guys. Not some prodigy. Like here's what most people they don't know about me. I discovered trading when I was 12 years old. You see this? This was me. I was 13 years old in this picture, and I was struggling. I was struggling. I just lost a bunch of money, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I was lost. My parents told me I should stop trading. My family didn't believe in me. My teachers would clown on me in school every single day. My classmates stopped talking to me, and I was lost. Then, fast forward, by 17, I was making $200,000 per month. I've given away and donated almost $100,000. You heard that right, over $100,000. Here's a picture of a school I funded, donations to the Children's Hospital, and much more. And one thing I tell you guys is like, I have the cars, I have the watches, I have the money, I have the fancy vacations, I have all of that, but the giving away is genuinely what's made me the happiest by far. I thought that these cool cars that I bought, I thought that these were gonna bring me happiness and fulfillment, but in reality, all they brought me was deceivement. They made me feel like I was gonna be fulfilled, but the truth is that that's not true. It's not true. It's cool because you get to inspire and you set out goals for yourself and you do it. But I promise you guys, it's not how you think. They're just cars. They're just cars. But this is what makes you happy. Now, here's what actually matters. And you're trading every single day. There's a list of what's most important and what's least important. And I'm going to go over that. Starts off with discipline. Now, what is discipline? I believe that discipline is waking up and doing the same exact thing every single day, especially when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. I believe that discipline doesn't just need to apply to your trading, but it needs to apply into your every single day life. You guys might call me crazy, but when I started going to the gym, when I started eating healthy, when I started making my bed every morning, when I started going to church every single day, when I became a disciplined person, it had a direct correlation to my trading. Now, I really thought about this hard, and I think I have an answer to why. Because when you add up small wins in your everyday life, they're going to automatically translate to your trading. So the more wins you add up in your life, the more wins you add up in your trading, the more discipline that you have every single day is their direct correlation. Now, step number two that you're going to learn, patience. Patience is probably one of the best virtues that you can learn. One of the worst things you could be is somebody that makes horrible impulse decisions and doesn't follow their plan. I think that one of the reasons that I became profitable and that I've had so much success is because of my crazy patience. A lot of traders, they focus very, very hard on their stop loss. For me, I focus very, very hard on my entry. What I'm about to teach you guys, it's that I do the opposite of what most you've heard. Everybody says buy low, sell high. I do the opposite. I buy high and I sell higher. Now, is anyone in my Discord in the chat right now? If anyone in my Discord in the chat right now, how disciplined am I every single day? How disciplined am I every single day? How much patience do I have every single day? Guys, I don't just say this stuff, I preach it. And then strategy. But can I tell you guys something? Can I tell you guys that the truth is that most traders, they focus too much on strategy. And I'm going to say why. It's because most strategies actually work. Most strategies work. But if you trade them exactly right. So all these crazy overcomplicated strategies, go away from them. My strategy is literally the simplest thing you'll ever see. It is so simple. So simple. And you can trade my strategy perfectly, but if you don't have discipline and patience, you'll lose money. Trading's not a game of you versus somebody else, but it's simply a game of you versus you. Trading's a competition. Trading is literally a competition. You versus you every single day. Now you have to ask yourself, are you getting better every single day? But getting better every single day doesn't mean you have to win. It just means you just have to learn. You just have to have screen time. So I'll be going over all of this because you're not going to succeed without them. You won't. When I started trading, I had no clue what I was doing. And to be honest, I was in that phase for literally 2.5 years. No clue what I was doing. Struggling, jumping from this to, bro, you guys want to hear something crazy? I was trading penny stocks. I was trading options. I was trading small caps, stocks, all at the same time. I had zero advantages. Zero. I wish I would have found a mentor. I had no finance degree, no trading background, just raw curiosity and discipline. I just wanted it so bad. I wanted it so bad. Now, what's my current status after 6 years of trading? I'm making six to almost seven figures per year from trading, teaching thousands through new age trading. And everyone asks PB, how is this possible at 18? How is it possible to go from a regular 12-year-old to a full-time trader at 18? Do you guys see this picture, August 18th, 2021? I did this in the back of the school classroom. Do you guys know how hard that was for me? You know how hard that is for me? Now I have complete freedom over my time and location. This month, I've been to four places. I've been to Miami, I've been to San Diego, LA, and Vegas. And I made over $120,000. I'm about to break down how you could too, and how you could basically replicate the story of my success. So, look, when I started my trading journey, I made every single mistake in the book. Do you guys see how my eyes were kind of red in this picture? You guys see how my eyes were kind of red in this picture? That's because I was in tears after blowing an account in school. I made every single mistake in the book. Every mistake in the book. I failed over and over and over again. I was oversizing. I was full porting. I was taking 10 trades a day. And it felt useless. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I kind of hated myself. I did. But I learned fast. There really weren't many real resources for me. I kind of had to do this myself. And it took me a long time. But now you have everything at your fingertips. Everything. But here's the problem. Too much information makes it impossible to know who to trust. The reality is that 90% of trading content online will mislead you. They want you to think that it's super hard, so that you have to buy their course, and you buy their course, and then they throw you in a group with a bunch of people and don't even help you. Not because it's wrong, because it's not designed for your current level. So why should you listen to me? Because I have the receipts. Before I show you guys the proof, here's my story. I started trading when I was 12 years old, and I was just trying to make money online. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to make money online. I had $1,000 to my name and I started drop shipping. I made $4,000 drop shipping, then I got banned because I was under 18. I threw that $4,000 into a trading account. My first ever trade, I made $12,000. I 3x on a penny stock. Then I put that $12,000 into a penny stock, and I held the stock for 9 months, and I turned 12,000 into 1.7 million. Technically 4,000 into 1.7 million. So guys, I was 13 years old. I was a millionaire, and I thought I was on top of the world. Then I blew my whole account. You guys have probably blown your account before. I blew my account many times. I went from having $1.7 million down to $750. And at this time, I'm 14 years old, like 13, 14 years old. I can't sleep at night. I feel like the biggest loser, and I was so sad. It was so sad. I mean, I was like, I just came from a millionaire back to zero. Now, the crazy part is like, imagine if I would have given up when I lost the $1.7 million, because most people would have, but I didn't. I then slowly rebuilt. I slowly rebuilt. Turned the $750 into $20,000. Then I got scammed for everything. My mentor, he was this Canadian guy, and the Canadian guy, he was not really my mentor, to be honest. He was just somebody that gave me like motivation. He like acted like he's super successful and gave me motivation. What happens? I really trusted this guy. One day he texted me, said my dad has cancer and they need to pay these bills with US. Send me this much money. It was basically everything I had. And then he sold everything for me. So I rebuilt, then I got scammed for everything, and this is when I was at my lowest. I remember vividly. I was sitting in my bed, 3 a.m., and I start bawling my eyes out. My parents came into my room. They said, "What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?" I told them what happened, and my mom felt very bad for me. But my dad, he told me something that changed everything. He said that you have to feel the lows before you feel the highs. And that's what kept me going. I didn't give up, and I turned. I so look, it's crazy, but I literally had $750 left in my name again. Then I turned it into a trading empire. Consistent $10,000 days. This is all within the last 2 months and more. So as you guys could see, I've had a bunch of profitable days. I've also lost money as well in days, obviously, but I'm a lot more consistent. My laptop's my setup. I work for anywhere with Wi-Fi. And now we're about to go into the details of what we're going over today. So, one thing to keep in mind is everybody thinks that you need to have some crazy trading setup. Tell you guys something I bet you don't know. I trade with my phone. I literally trade off my phone. Off my phone. I look at charts and computers, laptop. I take all my trades off my phone. So don't make that as an excuse. It goes beyond my results. These are results of real people who transform their trading using what I'm about to teach you. Let me introduce some of them. Kit. And guys, the only reason I'm going over all this stuff is simply because I want you guys to believe in me, and then I'm about to go over everything. Don't worry. Kit. She went from job to job, struggling to meet consistent income. She was working a minimum job that she hated. Then she joined our program, and within 2 weeks, she quit her job, made $13,000 that month. Quote from Quit herself. I put in my 2 week resignation. You're truly changing lives. Background number 2. Girl, struggling to make profits and not able to pay her mortgage. She didn't have a strategy to follow nor the right system or approach. She joined our program and understood the foundation of trading. She turned $2,000 into $103,000. She went over $100,000. Clay, 20-year-old, totally lost in the trading industry because of the gurus. He wasn't able to decide who to follow or trust because of the large amount of contradicting knowledge shared on the internet. After joining the program, he had a clear path to follow. Made over $14,000 in the first week 2025, then made $30,000 in a week and ended up turning $10,000 into $2 million. Brian, he was struggling to meet his personal goals, no clear strategy to follow, consistently dealing with disappointments. We set clear and logical goals and followed a well-structured plan. He achieved his goal and doubled his account. Fernando, 4 years of trading with no profits. He joined us within 7 months, became profitable. All because he didn't have a clear strategy. Quote from Commando. These 7 months taught me more than my first 4 years of trading. And much more. When people see these results, they react one of 3 ways. They get jealous, they become skeptical, or they get inspired to take action. Be the third type. Each success you see, let it inspire you. That's the first type of success. Now, let me show you the pattern behind all the success you just saw. This is very important because I'm giving you guys a trait that all the profitable traders that I've seen have in common. A simple system, support, and consistent reps equal real results. What do I mean by consistent reps? I mean that with your trading, Let's pay attention. With your trading, you need to be okay showing up every single day, especially when you're seeing no results. Especially when you're seeing no results, because that carves out if you're going to be profitable or not, which I'm going to be providing all in this event. Also, by the way, quick reminder, guys. Yeah, the chat's off. Quick reminder that this 3-day event exists for one reason. You. I'm ready to drop all of my 6 years trading experience in this event. I need you to make the most of it and fire up your trading career. My story is cool and all, but you're here to write your story. So here's what we're about to cover. Let's go over it. Let me introduce you to the less is more trading system. Now, who does this system work for? This system works best for complete beginners who don't know a chart from a graph, traders tired of jumping from strategy to strategy, anyone with a 9 to 5 school or family who can carve out just 1 hour a day. Yeah, 1 hour every single day. So let me ask you guys something. Can you commit 1 hour a day to your trading? Because I'll be honest, if you can't, you should just leave the call right now. Okay. No exaggeration either. Literally 1 hour a day. Now, I know exactly what you're probably dealing with. You don't have 8 hours a day to stare at screens, but the truth is you only need one. So look, I was always a big believer in like, I want to put something in your perspective. The goal with trading is to leave a 9 to 5 and be your own boss. But you don't want to leave your 9 to 5 and start working at 9:30 to 4. That's why I created a system where I only trade the first hour every day. 9:30 a.m. Eastern to 10:30 a.m. Eastern. And the first hour of every day is actually the most volatile time of every day. So make sure you mark in your notebook or whatever, first hour of the day of market open, best time to trade. You've probably watched hundreds of YouTube videos and feel more confused than ever. The truth is, all you need is one system. I'm going over it. So forget anything you've learned before. You probably lost money and felt stupid, but kept trying anyways. But all you need is one win to gain confidence. Can I tell you guys the problem and why 99% of traders fail? Is because every single day, instead of focusing on the future, they focus on the past. Every single day, they make it as, oh, I have to make my money back from that I've lost. They try and make back all their losses in one day. They think that today's your last day, the market's going to be open, and you have to make it back. But that's what's going to keep you unprofitable. The thought that you need to have revenge in your trading, that's false. Have you guys ever lost money in a day? Then you're like, I want to be green today. I take another trade. You lose. Then you take another trade. Then you lose. Now you're trying to revenge trade and chase back your losses, and you keep losing more and more and more and more money. That's because you're trying to make back all your loss in one day. So what I'm going to tell you guys is a rule that will save you guys from that. A rule that I personally implement into my trading. You ready? After you take one loss in a day, you stop trading for the day. One loss and you're done. One loss and you're done. Can you guys stop trading after one loss? Can you guys do that? Okay. The reality is, you literally just need one system that actually works. So stop trying to learn how to do options and futures and this strategy and that strategy and all these different strategies. Literally all you need is one. More importantly, you want results without gambling away your savings. Did you guys know that most traders end up blowing their first account? That's why when you look into something like this 3-day event, my goal is for you to fast track the process, save as much money as you possibly could, and have success faster. Here's how we're going to achieve that. Let's tackle the objection I always get from others. It's PB, I don't have thousands to start with. And I get it. I had to save every dollar when I first started. Again, I started with $1,000. Lucky for you, you don't need a big capital to learn to implement this system. You guys need to trade on a cash account. So there's two types of trading accounts. There's a cash account and a margin account. A cash account lets you to do unlimited day trades under 25K. A margin account makes you do unlimited day trades, and you get to use margin. I personally recommend using a cash account even if you're over 25K. So if you have a cash account, you can do unlimited day trades and bypass the PDT rule. You can always practice risk-free trades with simulated trading as well, which is something that I actually really, really recommend. So what I'm going to tell you guys is after you guys learn the system, I'm going to go over paper trade it. Try and turn 5K to 10K before you put real money in. Because remember, the goal is to build the skill and process, and the money's going to come later. I'd rather you guys save as much money as you possibly could and not blow your savings. Now, it's time we talk about the trading psychology. Why is it so important? So look, the reason that trading psychology is so important is because it helps you build a mental framework. Have you guys ever heard people say like, "Oh, trading psychology is the most important thing. Trading psychology is so important," but they never go over why trading psychology is so important or how you can have good trading psychology. So that's what I'm going to go over. This right here is how you need to be as a trader. Put this in your notebook. You want to execute consistently without emotional decision making, sabotaging your trades. Because look, the system I'm going to give you guys works. But the reason that most traders become unprofitable is because they make emotional decisions. As human beings, we're extremely emotional people. We get happy, we get sad, we don't like to lose money, and we get attached to things. But with tradings, you need to completely detach yourself from the money. You need to completely detach yourself from the results. And you need to completely attach yourselves to the skill of being the best possible trader that you can become. Now, what does that mean? That means that every single day when you go into the trading day, you basically want to act like a robot. You want to reprogram your mind where it's if this happens, I do this. If this happens, I do this. And if none of that happens, I do nothing. So the second I see something, I'm thinking, okay, if this comes down to this level, I'm going to buy it. Then once I buy it, I tell myself, okay, if this goes down here, I'm going to sell. If this goes up here, I'm going to sell. And yeah, so I set my stop loss, I set my take profits, and I simply wait. I'm literally a computer just clicking buttons on the computer. So how do we achieve the right mindset? The right mindset is self-aware. Whenever you want to start a trade, ask yourself first. Now, guys, these questions I'm about to tell you guys are extremely important. Okay? Is everybody ready? You guys have a notebook or something you're taking notes on? What I'm about to tell you guys. Okay. Guys, as a trader, you will not become a profitable trader unless you deserve it. That's why when I made that $1.7 million, I lost it because I didn't deserve it. I didn't deserve it. You will not become a profitable trader unless you deserve it. So look, if the market opens at 9:30 and you're waking up at 9:25 in the morning, you don't deserve it. Now, what I'm about to tell you guys is all the questions you need to ask yourself every single day before you take a trade that are going to help you know if it's going to be a profitable trade or not. First things first, it's every single morning you need to ask yourself, did I scan the market? Do I know what the weakest stocks are? Do I know what the strongest stocks are? Do I know if there's news today? Ask yourself those questions. Now, you might say, PB, how do I know if there's news or something? You go to forexfactory.com, it'll show you if there's news. news. So ask yourself, do you scan the market? Are you prepared? Do you know what's happening with the market? Then ask yourself, do you have a game plan? What is a game plan? A game plan is what is your plan for that day? So every single day I go into my trading with a game plan. Basically, the game plan is okay, I am watching this, this, and this. These are the stocks that I'm watching closely. I'm looking for them to break under pre-market low or break above pre-market high and get a retest. These stocks look really good. Or, for example, say you scan the market and you see that a setup looks good. Your game plan might be to enter a trade on that. And then every time you enter a trade, the first thing you need to ask yourself before you even enter it is, what am I risking on this trade? Before you think about your profit, before you think about anything else, you need to ask yourself, what are you risking on the trade? What is your risk on the trade? So make sure your risk is well defined. Then make sure you have your key levels marked down. Then make sure you have an idea of your take profit. Then make sure you have a time where it's like, okay, if this trade does nothing for this amount of time, I'm just going to get out. Now, ask yourself, do I feel any type of FOMO? Let me ask you guys each a question. Have you guys ever missed a trade or you see a trade going crazy and then you have like a fear of missing out where it's like, oh no, I have to enter this trade, or where it's like you're mad you missed you're mad you missed the move you're looking for. You knew what was going to happen, but then you didn't do it. And the next take you took was a bad trade because you didn't want FOMO to happen again, then you got crushed. Yes or no? Okay. So the way to get over FOMO, fear of missing out, is to master your patience. It's to master yourself. It's to master your discipline. So, what you need to do is you need to go into the market every single day telling yourself, I don't care if I miss a trade. I don't care if everything I think is going to happen happens. If I don't get the exact criteria that I'm looking for, I won't trade it. You guys, I miss 3 to 4 trades every single day. Do I care? No. I don't have FOMO. I don't care. It is what it is. Because I know in the long run, if the criteria that I'm looking for doesn't happen, then I shouldn't take the trade. Now, do you guys ever take another trade while you're still mad about another loss? Do you guys ever take a trade while you're still mad about another loss? Have you guys ever entered a trade and you were like, I have to make back the loss that I just took? Yes. All right. Well, I'm about to give you guys something that is going to translate directly to your life. Directly to your life. And it's that revenge is the absolute worst thing that you can implement into your life. Why? Because revenge, it puts you onto that person's level. So the second you have revenge in your trading, all it's making you do is it's actually making you a worse trader when you feel that revenge. So what I'm going to tell you guys is something that's going to help you guys. Once you take one loss for the day, you stop trading, and once you feel revenge, you go do something else. What I usually do is after I feel that feeling of like revenge, what I'll personally do is I'll stop trading for that day and I'll go do something outside. I'll go not look at charts because when I look at charts, I get tempted to take another trade. So the worst thing you could do is take a trade while still mad about that loss or while still mad about something in your life. Girlfriend breaks up with you, boyfriend breaks up with you, don't trade that day. Someone's sick in your life, you're feeling Whenever you're feeling an excess of emotions, whenever you're feeling a spike in emotions, you should not be trading. Because again, I'm telling you guys, the most important part about trading isn't your strategy or setup, but it's simply mastering your emotions. It's mastering your mind. It's mastering yourself. And if you can master yourself, not only are you going to be a powerful trader, but you're going to be a powerful person. So you need to get your mind into a clear state. Some tips that could help you guys is again adding up those small wins, making your bed every morning, going to the gym every day, eating good food, feeling good about yourself, feeling good about yourself. Stay truthful to yourself, man. You deserve it. Once you start developing and attaining the right trading mindset, everything's going to change and it turns into a discipline game. Like, guys, it simply turns into doing the same exact thing every single day. Every single day. The market rewards those who stay. It rewards those who show up every single day, do the same thing every single day, and repeat. So, how do you build discipline as a trader? Let's go step by step. Step one, prepare yourself. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So if you feel prepared every single morning, if you did your research, if you scanned stocks, if you have your key levels marked down, you're going to feel prepared. And as you feel prepared, you're going to feel more confidence in yourself. And let me tell you guys something. You're going to think I'm crazy, but when you prepare yourself, you're actually attained to be more disciplined. Why? Let me tell you. So, like, for example, guys, when I go to the gym every morning at 6 a.m., I feel like I have to have a good workout because I just woke up at 6 a.m. So when you prepare yourself so much for trading, what's gonna happen is you're going to feel like you owe it to yourself to be a disciplined, profitable trader. So now let me ask you guys something genuinely from the bottom of your hearts. From the bottom of your hearts. Do you guys believe that you deserve to be a profitable trader right now? Yes or no? Just be honest. Based on what you've put into trading. Have you genuinely given it your all? Because you guys realize, like, if you genuinely give something your all, it's impossible to fail. And I'm a big believer in that. Like, guys, I couldn't sleep at night. That's how much I wanted it. But now let me ask you guys something else. After this 3-day event, are you going to make sure that you give it your all and make sure that you deserve to be a profitable trader? Okay. Do the studying. Study the market to recognize its patterns. This is a very important one. You guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I have watched every single 5 minute candle on SPY for the last 5 years. That means every single candle over the last 5 years, I've reviewed it. Why? It's because I love watching and adding up screen time. Because the more screen time you have in your trading, the more you're locking in and reading the market and studying the market, you're going to see patterns before they even happen. So now it's like I see stuff every day and I'm like, oh, I've seen this before. This is about to happen. Then what happens, it happens. Step two, journal your trades. This is so important. This is so important. Let me tell you guys why. Journaling your trades is one of the things that made me a profitable trader. I'm not even kidding. I wasn't journaling any of my trades, and then I started journaling my trades, and it changed everything. What I started doing was after I started trading options, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to journal. You're gonna grab a notebook and you're going to put all your winning trades and all your losing trades. Okay? After you have all your winning trades and all your losing trades marked down, you're then going to put down a few different components. Component number one, you're going to put down the time of each trade. Component number two, you're going to put down the ticker of each trade. Component number three, you're going to put in the expiration of that trade. Component number four, you're going to put in the setup and strategy of that trade. Component number five, you're going to put in what day of the week that trade was. So now, if you guys have all these components marked down, you might see that, oh my goodness, how come every time I take a trade before 10 a.m., I lose? Or every time I take a trade after 10 a.m., I lose. Or every Monday, I lose. Or every Tuesday, I win. So let me ask you guys something. What if you're going through your trades and you see you have 10 losing trades, right? And then what if you see that out of the 10 losing trades, 8 of the 10 of losing trades were on a Monday? What are you going to do? If you see that 8 of your 10 losing trades were on a Monday, what are you going to do? Not trade Monday. Exactly. And then what if you see that 5 of your 10 winning trades or 7 of your 10 winning trades were on weekly contracts, and then most of your losing trades were on 0 DTE contracts? What kind of contracts are you going to trade? Weekly. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut out. The reason journaling is so important is because you're literally cutting out what doesn't work and you're sticking and only doing what works. You're only doing what works. So again, you have to cut out what doesn't work and stick to doing what does work. And then you do that over and over and over and over and over and over again because the market is constantly adapting, so you have to adapt with it. Self-feedback is essential for success, not only in trading, but in life. So start journaling your trades, learn from your wins, and learn from your losses. Step 3, learn how to stop yourself. This is simply with discipline. You just need to learn how to control yourself in everyday life. Now you say stop yourself from what exactly? Stop yourself from losing. But you might say, PB, how am I going to stop myself from losing? I'm not necessarily meaning that like actual losing and trading, because the best trader is not the one who's best at winning, but it's the best at losing. But stop yourself from losing an amount that you shouldn't lose. So you should never take a loss that's bigger than 2% of your account. Ever. Ever. You have to keep your losses small. When the day's not going well, there's no reason for the famous can't end in a loss. This is not a game, nor is it the right attitude. Accept the loss, journal it, and move on. Believe it or not, after you take your first losing trade of the day, your chances of taking another one exceed crazy because you're not reading the market correctly that day. And when you're not reading the market correctly that day, it's best to stop and go do something else. Now, guys, teach yourself the following. Once you take one loss, you stop trading for that day. Once you start following the steps I just mentioned, you build a mental framework that achieves the goal we mentioned earlier. Execute consistently without emotional decision making, sabotaging your trades. Now let's talk about the mistakes I see most traders do. Really quickly, let me check in. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing really quickly? You're my boy too, bro. Okay. These mistakes, they generally destroy the foundation of each trader, leaving the person behind them lost. Mistake number one, revenge trading. What does that mean? It means that you don't have to make back your losses. It's okay. Focus on becoming the best possible trader, the best possible version of yourself. As I previously mentioned, when you take a loss, you stop for the day. Mistake number two, FOMO. You don't have to have fear of missing out. It's natural and you're going to get the feeling of FOMO, but you don't have to execute based on it. Just because you have that, oh, I'm mad I missed a trade, doesn't mean you have to take another trade. This is what's going to separate the profitable traders from the unprofitable traders. It's how many times can you feel broken? How many times can you feel like a loser? How many times can you feel like, wow, I missed a trade again and not act on it? How disciplined are you? Mistake number three, impatience. Let me be very clear as I say this. You will not become a profitable trader if you do not have patience. Patience is genuinely key. Mistake number four is short term focus. You want to stay far, far, far away from thinking short term. Every single decision you make in your trading shouldn't be, is this a good decision for today? But it should be, if I make this decision, is it going to work every day for the next 10 years? So every decision you make needs to be focused in the long term. Now, guys, risk management. Trading is not about predictions, but it's all about risk management. And the only difference between being a profitable trader and being a gambler, the only difference between trading and gambling is risk management. Because you can't go into the casino and say, okay, I'm going to have a 60% win rate, then I'm going to have a 1 to 2 risk to reward. Guys, don't DM that guy. Do not do that. He's not going to put in any Discord. And if you stay till the end every single day, I'll tell you guys this real quick. If you stay till the end every single day, we'll send you the recording, but you have to stay till the end. It's about managing risk and behavior. The goal is not to win every single trade, but to stay in the game long enough to win big. So, how to stay long enough to win big? Process beats emotion. You guys have to stay extremely process orientated. Stop focusing on the money. Stop focusing on how much money you're making, how much money you're losing. Instead, focus on your process, your system, your skills. Your goal shouldn't be to make a certain amount of money, but instead it should be to have a certain risk to reward, or to take every single trade that follows your setup, or to have goals that are focused on your discipline. And when you take the money out of trading, you're just naturally going to attract more of it. Now, guys, zoom out. One day doesn't define your trading career. Stop acting like tomorrow is the last ever day before the stock market if you want to be trading for the rest of your life. Stop. You have time. Relax. You don't need to make back your losses today or tomorrow or this week or this month or even this year. You have time. One of the biggest mistakes that traders make are they focus so much on the short term, on today, on tomorrow, but that doesn't matter. Just spread out. Think long term. You have to observe more and react less. Less is more, guys. Less is more. I promise you guys. Less is more. Only one A plus setup is going to beat 10 random trades. A lot of traders think that the more trades you take, the more money you're going to make. That's false. I'm a big believer in quality over quantity. So work less, make more. And that's my motto. Performance beats profits, guys. Again, focus on how you execute and money will follow. Remember, losses aren't failures, they're feedback. But it actually says this in the Bible. It says that every single person who loses or makes a mistake and doesn't win from it, they're coward. They're foolish. So every single time that you make a mistake, make sure you're learning from it. Make sure. Now, guys, the risk management rule book. Rule number one, journal every single trade. Recognize the patterns of your wins and your losses. Rules number two, stop after a red trade. We talked about this. Rule number three, one trade per day, guys. One trade per day is all you need. There's going to be some days where you don't even have to take a trade that day, and that's okay. You do not have to trade every single day. You don't. You do not have to trade every single day. Quality over quantity. Rule number four. If you're not at your desk 30 minutes before the market opens, don't trade that day. Don't. Preparation beats prediction. And rule number five is no trades before 10 a.m. news. So if there's news at 10 a.m., don't take a trade at 9:55. No. Wait till after. That's gambling. Rule number six is let the accountability guide you. Let somebody who's in the shoes you want to be in take you under their wing. Your mentor keeps you disciplined. Rule number seven is win the battle versus yourself every single day. I told you guys, trading is you versus you every single day. It's the undisciplined version of yourself and the disciplined version of yourself. Now, which one are you going to be? Because the hardest opponent is you. Now, let's go over position sizing and risk rules. Is everybody learning? Is everybody feel pretty good about what they have to do? Okay. Guys, now let me introduce you guys to the 2% rule. Using this rule, I took $750 to $25,000 in 3 months, and I documented it all. You may say, PB, how? And the best part is I didn't full port a single trade. Nope. What I did was I never risked more than 2% of my account on a single trade. What does that mean? I aimed for a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, minimum. Really, it was 1 to 3. But for you guys, it's going to be a little harder to get to 1 to 3, so we'll start with a 1 to 2. Now, what does that mean? That means, say you put $500 into a trade. You're going to be risking $100 to make $200. That's the risk to reward ratio. Now, let me ask you guys something. I had to I'll share a different screen really quick. If I were to tell you guys right now, let's play a game. I know this is, I always say this, guys. I know it's really repetitive, but I have to go over it again. If I were to tell you guys right now, let's take a bet. Let's do a coin flip. If it lands on heads, I'll give you $200. And if it lands on tails, you give me $100. Would you take that bet? Would you take that bet? Do you guys get where I'm coming from now? Do you guys get where I'm coming from? Trading is literally just like that. It's just like that. It's calculated gambling. It's calculated risk to reward. And I'm being 100% honest with you guys. It's just calculated. So you can't go to the casino and say, I'm going to win 200 when I'm right and lose 100 when I'm wrong. But in trading, you could. Now, let me ask you guys another thing. What if I told you guys every time it lands heads, I give you $300. And every time it lands tails, you give me $100. You would do that, right? Now, what if you know it's going to land heads 7 times and tails 3 times out of 10 flips? Yes, right? Guys, this is what your trading needs to look like. This is why your system and process are so important, and you need to be extremely consistent with your risk to reward. You have to be consistent with your risk to reward. You have to be. This is the most important part of your trading because I know if I take 10 trades and you take 5 losses and 5 wins, 50% win rate, which is extremely doable. You'll be a profitable trader as long as you keep your losses small and winners big. Did this click for anybody here on why your risk to reward is so important? Okay, awesome. Okay, well, don't worry, guys. You still have a lot more. So now, guys, let's go over the position size formula. If you have $10,000 in your account, that means you should be putting about $1,000 into every trade, maybe 1,500 max, and you should never risk more than 2% of your account. So you shouldn't lose more than $200 in a trade. Now, let me tell you guys another thing. If you have $10,000 and you focus on making 2% a day, 2% a day, you're not going to win every day, but on average, 2% a day. After 1 year, how much money do you think you'll have for 1 year? $10,000, 2% a day. Yes. 50,000, 29,000, 120,000, 300,000, 50,000, 1,200, 50K. No. If you have $10,000 and you make 2% a day on average, in 252 days, that's how much days are in a trading year, you will have $1.3 million. Starts off, you make up $200 a day, and then it just compounds. And that's the beauty of compounding gains, compounding interest. Now, guys, the stage has been set. Here's what I need you to do. Tomorrow, I'm going to be showing you guys the full strategy you need. But I need to show you guys the average journey of a trader. The average trader, they start off, they have this big initial win. Big initial win. Then they have loss. And this right here is the hardest part of trading. It is. Because you feel like, look, you take a little step forward, then a step back, little step forward, then a step back, little step forward, then a step back. And then right here is where most traders fail when they're at their absolute lowest. It's where most traders fail. But you have to feel this part because this is what separates unprofitable traders from profitable traders. Right before you're about to quit is when you're supposed to be successful. So, do you guys believe that after this 3-day event, you guys can get to here? I believe you could. And I'm going to tell you guys that you could, genuinely. So, and I can tell you this I am going to give you everything you need. I'm going to show you everything you need to do to get to here right after this 3-day event and skip most of this BS. So, can you promise me? Can you promise me that everything I'm telling you guys, you're going to do everything you could with the information? Okay. Did I blow anybody's mind about psychology and discipline and risk to reward? Did I help simplify it a little bit? Okay. So, guys, tomorrow I'm going to show you guys the full strategy you need. I need you to rest well. And if you've been thinking, I can't start until I have more money, all I'm asking you is to pause that limited belief for the next 48 hours while we go through this because I'm going to change your mind. Before we end day one, let's talk about the other massive obstacle time. We all have responsibilities such as a job, school, family, take care of, etc. But let me tell you something I learned at a young age is that I want you to always remember this. Anything worth having requires sacrifice. Value is linked to difficulty. If it's not hard, it's not valuable. Read that again and really think about that. If trading was easy, then it wouldn't be valuable. There wouldn't be billions of dollars to be made. That's a non negotiable. That's exactly why I built this system. A system built for people with limited time who only have 1 hour a day. You don't need the matter to charge trade hours. We trade one simple, repeatable setup. Such structure gives you more freedom. So if your schedule is packed, you're exactly who this is designed for. I need you to put every doubt to the side and just give me these 3 days. By the end, you'll know exactly what it takes to succeed. And you might say, like, PB, I've already seen your YouTube videos, but no, I'm going over stuff I've never gone over before. Now, I know what you're probably thinking is that, okay, PB, but even if I start, where do I actually begin? What platform do I use? What charts? What time frames? What indicators? What if my account was tiny? If all of that felt clear, you'd already be profitable. And don't worry, tomorrow I'm literally going to eliminate all the confusion. We focus on one repeatable approach. That's it. If we go back and break down the student success, it was all because of one main aspect. They built consistent wins with one setup when they trusted the process. They all could have given up. They all could have not joined. But they did. And they figured it out. So can you. So today I showed you why the system works. I showed you the discipline you need to have, the mindset. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'll show you how the system works. We'll be taking live trade together so you'll know what to execute, when to pull the trigger, how to manage the trade. All will be discussed in day 2. So, why should you come back tomorrow? I'm breaking down the step-by-step strategy and we're executing it live together on Thursday. So again, tomorrow, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, we're going over the full strategy. How do you know what to buy? How do you know what to sell? Everything, everything. How to set up your charts, how to set up your trading view, literally everything. Then Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern, we're going to be going over and placing a trade together. Also, because you showed up today, I have a gift for you guys. I'm giving away $5,000 cash to one of you. $5,000 cash. The only way to qualify is to attend all 3 days. A quick day 2 preview. We're going to cover exact entry rules, position sizing, stop loss placement, when to take profit, and a live trade walkthrough. Literally everything. Come ready to learn, take notes, and ask questions. If you're committed to showing up tomorrow, type I'm in the chat. Now, join the free Discord community I put in the chat. Join that free Discord. Oh, let me do this. This is a requirement if you want the $5,000 cash. This is how we pick the winner. Make sure you're in the free Discord. Free Discord's in the chat. I'll give you guys about a minute or so. You have to be in the free Discord. Oops. Yeah. I've been premium. We're good. The recording will be posted in there for the people that stay in all 3 days. Make sure you're following me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. If you get picked and you're not following me on these 3 platforms, we'll pick another person. So make sure you're following me on all 3 platforms. I'll give you guys about a minute to do that. Hit the follow me on all 3 platforms. And your why is your fuel. Guys, let me ask you guys something. Imagine it's 30 years from now and you're sitting in your deathbed and you're thinking to yourself, wow, I really quit on trading. I really didn't give it my all. I really didn't, I didn't make it happen. Imagine the regret that you're gonna have because you didn't give it your all, because you made failure an option. Imagine you pick regret over risk. I promise you guys, risk is always better than regret. So just promise me one thing, and say if I can impact you guys to do anything, it's to not give up on those dreams, not give up on those visions, because those visions that you have, those aren't visions, but it's a signal that that's what your future is supposed to look like. Most people, they won't show up tomorrow, and most people are gonna quit. Now ask yourself, are you most people or are you the 1%? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's make it count. And the link for tomorrow, everybody in here will be texted the link for the Zoom tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. They'll be emailed the link for the Zoom tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be the same exact link. So this link is a link for tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay? It's the same exact link. Yes, I'm going to be answering every single question tomorrow. Recording won't be until the whole event's done because I have to see who joined all 3 days. Now, let me ask you guys something really quickly. Oops. 1 second, guys, before you leave. How was today? How was today, guys? This is an Instagram story. You guys excited for tomorrow? W's if you enjoyed today. How was today? Did you learn something? Are you excited for tomorrow? We capped out the 1,000 people in like 2 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. Again, guys, like I genuinely make the difficult simple, and I'm so excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be insane. Alrighty. Let's go after you guys learned. Okay, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. You owe it to yourself to become a profitable trader. So don't miss out on tomorrow. I'll be going over everything about strategy, setup, how to know what to buy, sell, how to set up your accounts, and everything like that. So I'll see you all tomorrow. I love you guys. And I genuinely hope I can help inspire you guys, motivate you guys, and show you guys what's possible with trading. Because trading really did change my life, and it can change yours too. Peace.